Happy Friday, everybody. Max here with your fix of gaming news. Coming up, Nintendo is raising the price of the Switch 2 globally, Sony reports some major losses due to Marathon underperforming, and Resident Evil Requiem's first DLC surprise dropped last night. Let's get into it. Nintendo has announced that the price of Switch 2 consoles will be going up later this year due to, quote, changes in market conditions, which sadly seems to be pretty par for the course these days. In the US, Switch 2 will be going up by $50 from $449.99 to $499.99. In Canada, it's going from around $630 to $680, and in Europe, it is now €500, up from $470. Nintendo warned that price increases will be coming in other regions as well for both Switch 1 and 2. The good news is that if you haven't purchased a Switch 2 yet, you've got plenty of time. In Japan, prices go up on May 25th, but everywhere else, they don't kick in until September 1st of this year. So you basically got all summer to mow lawns and do chores and make $500 to buy a brand new Nintendo. That's a lot of money. This sucks, man. The news is a drag, but also kind of unsurprising. Sony and Microsoft raised the prices of their consoles, so it stands to reason that Nintendo followed suit. It's not all bad news for Nintendo, though. Despite the uproar over the company's decision to sell ports of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on the eShop for $20 a pop, it seems that plenty of fans just couldn't resist. In 6 weeks, more than 4 million copies have been sold, which means that Nintendo made $80 million in revenue from basically unaltered ports of 22-year-old Game Boy Advance games that are extremely easy to play by less official means, if you know what I mean by that. You can play them on your phone or in a browser or on like a bootleg Android handheld. You don't have to pay $20 to play them on a $500 console, but some people are okay doing that. Meanwhile, Sony isn't having as much luck selling copies of its brand new shooter, Marathon. In a recent Sony earnings call, it was reported that for the financial year ending March 31st, 2026, Sony's Game and Network Services segment, of which PlayStation is a part, suffered a 120.1 billion yen impairment loss against Bungie's assets, which is roughly $765 million US. During the second quarter of its fiscal year, Sony reported an impairment charge of 31.5 billion yen, or just over $200 million, due to Destiny 2's underperformance. Now it's reported another 88.6 billion yen impairment charge during the fourth quarter. The hardcore extraction shooter Marathon launched in early March within the last fiscal year, and crucially within the quarter in which Sony reported that additional 88.6 billion yen impairment charge against Bungee. Marathon reportedly had a budget of more than $250 million, and according to analysts, has failed to meet sales expectations. Marathon was generally received well by critics and players, and while the consensus seems to be that there's a solid gameplay loop in there, it has a pretty steep learning curve that isn't exactly conducive to making it the next Call of Duty or Fortnite. During an investor-focused Q&A, Sony Chief Financial Officer Lin Tao indicated the company hasn't given up on Marathon. In our studio business, earnings from Bungie's title portfolio did not reach our expectations, so we downwardly revised our business plan and impaired the full amount of the fixed assets related to Bungee, except for goodwill, Tao said. Going forward, we aim to improve the performance of the game by working to retain highly engaged core users through the introduction of additional content, further improvements in the gameplay experience, and expansion of the user base. So I guess you could say it's a marathon, not a sprint. The big question now is, will Bungie bounce back? I guess we'll have to wait and see. How do you think this is going to pan out? Let me know in the comments below. Finally, Resident Evil Requiem's first DLC dropped out of nowhere last night. It's a minigame called Leon Must Die, in which everyone's favorite axe-wielding himbo speedruns a series of familiar areas from the game to reach the final boss. It's got a bit of a roguelike spin with randomized item drops and upgrades, making each run totally different. It's a nice addition, but it's not quite the full-blown mercenary survival mode that a lot of fans were hoping for. Leon Must Die has some similar components, like a countdown clock and a more arcadey feel than the main campaign, but it definitely feels more like a minigame than a fully fleshed out mode. Leon Must Die is out now, and it's free for anyone who owns Requiem already, which is like 6 or 7 million people or something like that. It's still very possible we get the Mercenaries and also story DLC at some point, but in the meantime, it's nice to have a little holdover to keep you busy until then. And plus, if you're good at the game, you can unlock a little hat for Leon that's shaped like his car. Why? because these games are inherently pretty silly, and I love them for it. Hey, do you have what it takes to host videos for IGN? We are looking for new voices who love games, movies, pop culture, and more. If you have a strong on-camera presence, can read from a teleprompter, and know your way around the world of video games and entertainment, we want to hear from you. Head to audition.ign.com for more details. Now, if you're looking for something fun to do in about a month from now, IGN Live is back. It is a 2-day celebration of all things gaming and entertainment. You can join us for exclusive looks at upcoming games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced and Gothic Remake, and go hands-on with tons of playable demos, including the newest indies from ID at Xbox. Get the inside scoop on the hottest upcoming movies and shows like Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War, The Calamity, The Legend of Vox Machina, Cape Fear, and The Terror Devil in Silver. Plus, get up close with celebrities like Fast and Furious star Sung Kang and the voices of Princess Zelda and Sonic the Hedgehog, respectively, Patricia Somerset and Roger Craig Smith. Plus, live IGN shows, tons of giveaways, and lots more surprises in store. It is all happening June 6th and 7th at the Magic Box in downtown Los Angeles. Tickets are on sale now at ign.com/live. And to celebrate IGN's 30th anniversary, we're giving away 30 free tickets a day. Just use the offer code IGN30 promo to see if you're a winner today. Again, that is ign.com/live. That is your fix for Friday, May 8th. If you're looking for something else to watch, go check out my review for Mortal Kombat 2, which is out in theaters today. Or you can just go watch Mortal Kombat 2 because honestly, it kicks ass. But if you want to hear what I think, you can check that out. And anyway, for all things gaming and entertainment and all that good stuff, you're in the right place, IGN. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you next time. Have a great weekend and go play some video games.